Okay, we're live. Hello, everyone. It's Dragon Critic, aka Lee O'Brien, and I hope we're all doing very well. It is the end of June. June was a pretty good month, actually. I thought June was a fun month. Summer was off to a good start. I like to think I had a pretty good summer so far. I hope summer goes very well. I've done quite a good bit in June. And yeah, so I think we're off to sorry, I'm just kind of a bit of a giddy mood. But no, I like to think June was a good month. It was a good month. I hope everyone's doing well. I will review Godzilla vs Kong as soon as I can. I can't promise when, but might be this weekend. I can't promise anything, but I will do Godzilla vs. Kong as soon as I can. Then I was scrolling through Netflix. I found The Karate Kid, the remake from 2010. So I'll review that soon. So in today's Talk About Show, we're going to be talking about the Mitchells versus the Machines, Wish Dragon, Luca, and the upcoming Hotel Transylvania 4. Because I got quite a bit to say about it. So I'm going to let the guests come in.
Plural? Hello. Oh, multiple. Okay, could you do the one where we're all not, so I can have more side-to-side room? There we go. Thank you.
we're all
from sunny Southern California, where it's overcast.
Ooh. Hello, Tig. Hello, Zach. So, how was our day today?
As I was saying, hello from sunny Southern California. It's very overcast in SoCal right now.
Ooh,
I'm on vacation.
Warm in Ireland today, actually, as well. Nice. Indominus Rex 1 should be here as soon as he can. So basically, I actually have a few rules for a Talk About Show now. I'm only allowing up to 4 members to join in the streams. It's just so everything can be better flown naturally and everyone has a chance to be heard, because I feel like when it's more than 4, when it's about 6 or 8, it can be a bit, it can be so much noise, so much, talking, and it kind of, makes it a bit of a mess. So I think 4, it just makes it a bit more, I'm not going to say professional, but I just think it makes it more, I don't know, like everyone has a chance to be heard. Because I want to be fair. Everyone deserves to have a chance to speak. Okay. So, I will start off. I have a question for Tig. Are you there?
Yeah.
Would you like to give your thoughts on the Mitchells versus the Machines? Because you're putting in the topics today.
Yeah. I actually liked it very much when I saw it, yeah. But I watched it on mute, so I have no idea what the voice acting was like. But I liked some of the jokes, and I thought the comedy could be pretty good.
Yeah. What would you give it out of 10? And do you have much else to say, or is that all you want to say about it?
Give it about an 8 out of 10.
Zach, what is your thoughts on Mitchell's versus the Machines?
I haven't seen it. I'm sorry. I'm unprepared for this one. I haven't seen it yet. I've heard it's good, though, so I probably will get around to it at some point. But
yeah. All right. Okay. I liked it, and I thought it was pretty good, but I feel like the story, it's trying so hard to be tons of fun. And while I'm not saying it fails, I kind of feel it's a better movie when you watch it on the big screen. And it was a film, I think, that was made for the cinema. The way the action and the effects, everything about it, really screamed to me, this has to be viewed on a big screen. I watched it on my 42-inch telly, and while I still like the film, I'm going to watch it again. I did like it. The animation is very good. It's really, really nice. characters are good. Everyone, has development. Excuse me. However, I found some of the voice acting very, very distracting. The younger brother, the voice just so I couldn't take him seriously. The voice acting was very, very distracting, and so I couldn't take him seriously as a kid. It was very unbelievable that he was 11 years old because he sounded much, much older. I think they should have got a kid to voice act him. Well, the music was fine. It's been a while since I've seen it, but I will definitely say I did like the film, and I will be more than happy to watch it again. But so far for now, I would give it a 7 out of 10. It's pretty good. All right. So the next topic, Indominus Rex. Indominus should be here as soon, so we'll just give it a few minutes for a chance for him to log on. So, how's your summer, folks?
Pretty good so far for me. I've spent a lot of time just sitting around, kind of enjoying, relaxing, not having much to do, and now I'm sitting around and enjoying relaxing, but in Southern California.
What about you, Todd?
It's been quite boring. Just constantly just playing games, getting bored, and watching one or two things on Netflix. Not much going on.
Yeah, well, I guess like with lockdown, no, miss traveling. I miss it so badly.
Yeah.
Oh my god! But no, I definitely think it's been a decent summer. It's going to be a fun one. I got my vaccine yesterday, so yoo-hoo, that's good.
Hey.
I think we just kind of have to wait. I say next year, fingers crossed, will be the best summer we've had in a while, because you want a great summer. You want to have a good summer. You don't want to be bored. That's the thing.
I mean, this is kind of my typical summer of doing a lot of nothing. I typically would have traveled a little bit more. Like we usually do a family vacation every summer with my mom's side of the family, but I think that's off for this year. But other than that, like I'd usually come down to SoCal at least once. I'm in SoCal right now, so.
We usually go to Turkey every July for 3 weeks. What about you, Todd?
During April, we usually go to France, and most time in the summer, we might go somewhere, maybe Lanzarote sometimes. But, yeah.
Who doesn't love traveling though to another country for a while? It's get outside of your own area.
I mean, California is so enormous that I barely leave California. Like I drove on Saturday morning, I drove 8 hours, and that was from about 2/3 of the way up California to like a quarter of the way up. There's still another 100 miles until I get to Mexico.
No, I get. I think. I really miss. I mean, there's a lot I want to do during the summer actually. Because there's a lot, like, I don't know, July is pretty much the last month, I feel. Now, I know technically it's not the last month of summer, but August is just kind of, it's the end of summer.
I mean, August is when summer hits its full swing here. That's when we have 100 degree Fahrenheit, so like 38 Celsius days pretty much every day.
That's true.
The weather where I live is hot.
Yeah, I get you. It was very hot today, actually. Very, very sweaty.
That's what it is right now. It's
no. Okay, so I'll ask.
Oh, you coming in? Oh, yeah. I will be back in like a minute. So, Momo.
No, take your time. Okay. Right, we'll move on. Okay. We'll move on to next topic, and then when Indominus joins, I'll ask him to give his thoughts on the topics we're doing. The next movie we're talking about is also from Sony Pictures, the same company behind the MCU movie, Wish Dragon. So, Tig, would you like to give your thoughts?
Yeah. It was better than I thought it would be, because I thought it would just be another Netflix kids film as usual, but surprisingly it was actually good. Yeah. But in the third half it did get, like, it does the usual third half thing. Sometimes it just gets too crowded.
Long.
Yeah, long.
I agree. It felt very jarring though to me, the third act in terms of tone.
Yeah. It's just all
really
like normal film to just like nearly different film in 5 minutes.
How does I feel about what?
Do you have anything else you want to say?
No.
Or what do we miss? Sorry.
Now we're doing Wish Dragon, the topic.
I haven't seen that one either.
Would you like to give your thoughts on the trailer?
I haven't seen that either.
Poster?
Poster looks okay.
You
I've
sound
been watching many movies lately.
You sound horrified when you say the poster looks okay. You sound like terrifying.
Let me look. Hang on. It's a little too smiley for my taste. I'm just on Google Images. Don't judge me.
Okay.
He looks like he's about to do something weird. That's what?
Okay. That's just okay. That's for me. I actually, when I seen the trailers for it, the posters and all, I thought it looked very interesting. I actually seen a lot of potential in it. I was like, I want to give this a watch. I think it looks pretty fun. And I watched it on Netflix when it came out. I actually really enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty damn good. The story was interesting in my book. It was well written. The third act, though, I felt is very jarring, and I think it just, I don't know. It's a very, because the first two acts are so lighthearted. They're very simple, fun. The third act tries really hard to be dramatic, and I think it just feels so off with the rest of the movie. It doesn't gel well with the script. It's not a bad final act. It just felt off, felt jarring for my book. But it's not a bad third act by any means. I just think it felt off, and the ending, similar to how I feel about Soul and The Call of the Wild. You think it's going to lead on to something, then just cuts to the credits, and I think that's so annoying when movies do that. But it is a good film. The animation is pretty good. So are the characters. Characters are pretty decent, and the music's pretty good. Yeah. I'd watch this one again. I've only rewatched one of the movies again, so I do apologize. But I actually really enjoyed it for what it was. Maybe my thoughts could decline on rewatch. We'll see. But the thing is, with Mitchell's versus the Machines, I want to give that a rewatch during the summer because I feel like that could potentially grow on me. So I'm curious to see my thoughts go after I rewatch it. But I enjoyed Wish Dragon. I really liked it. And for that, I'd give it an 8 out of 10. Yes, I like more than Mitchell's vs. the Machines, but that's not saying Mitchell's vs. the Machines is a bad movie. It's still very good. Okay, someone's here. His name is...
Oh, that guy.
That guy? I have a name! Hello!
Hello. I'm outside now. That's the main difference.
Hello there.
The outside world exists.
Yeah, I know. It's foggy. I'm in Southern California.
I love
I'm
how
gonna
Indominus Rex was like,
I don't know what to say. this has just become awkward.
Yeah, let's.
okay. Awkward silence. Okay. Indominus Rex 01. How are you today?
Yes, Zach, I'm down here. Stop pointing at me. I don't know. This way, isn't it? That's right. I can see ya. I'm good.
That's good. I love how most of our cameras are in landscape, and then Tiggs is just like the little square yoke.
Yeah, he wants to show us his wonderful ceiling. Look, there's one up here too.
Sorry.
Ceiling review.
I have a very basic ceiling. You can have a look at my wall and my door.
This one's actually has like holes in it because that's an attic
Ceilings.
back there. Because I'm outside. I'm on a patio.
Nice.
Oh, now he's just okay.
It was upside down for a second.
This is going well.
Yeah.
We're professionals.
This is
Can you
the
tell?
thing, like, when a technical difficulty happens, you just start laughing when you're not supposed to.
Does anyone here actually make money from this? So
Something
this
for
is
like 4 months.
yeah. It's been longer than that. Well, the last one was Christmas,
Anyway.
wasn't it?
Was it? I
So,
thought there was one in April.
Indominus Rex 01. I have 2 questions for you.
Okay. Go
Can
on,
you
then.
give us your thoughts on Mitchell's versus the Machines and Wish Dragon?
Okay, Mitchell's versus Fur Machines. It was really good. In my opinion, my opinion, it's probably the best animated film of this year so far. However, I do believe it's flawed. I don't like all of the humor. I wasn't really digging it for like the first 2/3. However, the ending really just drove it home, I believe. And as for Wish Dragon, I just watched it yesterday.
It's a good film.
I just watched it yesterday, and I believe it was good. I actually cared about the characters. I actually found the drama intriguing. I thought the comedy was. I loved the comedy, but I hated the villains. I believe the villains were just terrible, and I didn't really like the ending because the guy wishes for something that breaks one of the rules, and the dragon breaks the rule, and at the end
Spoilers.
they just get
I
off.
haven't seen it.
That's why I'm keeping it.
I was about to
vague.
say that, and then I got the minute you were covering the spoilers.
Hey,
Sorry,
hey,
everyone.
I'll go away then.
just keep in mind, the breaking the rule isn't the actual spoiler.
I'm gonna leave now. You can talk about spoilers.
What? This
Wave
comment
your
is
hands.
meant for
I
him.
can see the screen, but I can't hear you. Wave your hands when you're done.
Wave your hands.
I wasn't kidding.
Listen, I was saying this for you to hear. I am not covering spoilers.
Okay, go on.
What I said right there wasn't the spoiler.
Right. Go on.
And at the end, there's like this very major leap which doesn't really match with what they said earlier, and I can't put I can't think of where they got the equipment to get the thing from the end came from. That's all I'm saying.
Mm.
I'm just gonna say the guy below me. Nice curtains. So is it worth? Is it
So
going to be
do you
worth
have
my
anything
time
else
if
to
I go out of
say?
my way to watch it?
It is.
Sure, why?
I'd
Sure,
say
why
it
not?
is.
Why am I not logged into
Yeah,
Netflix on
it's
this
a good
computer?
film. I thought it was pretty good with it anyway. I mean, as far as dragon movies go that we've had this year, I like it more than Raya and the Last Dragon and Wish Dragon. I mean, not Wish Dragon. Sorry, Dragon Rider.
Yes, I like to Wish Dragon more than Wish Dragon.
The original cut. No, but the thing is, I don't like. I'm not okay. I don't mean I don't hate Riot and the Last Dragon. I just found it to be a letdown. Dragon Rider is a different. That one sucks, but I enjoyed Wish Dragon. I just Riot and the Last Dragon. I just couldn't get into. I'm sorry.
I enjoyed
it just
Riot.
didn't do it for me.
That was a pretty decent film.
I don't like the villain. The villain is awful. I will say that.
Hopefully you can't
Well, it's
hear
not
there's
bad.
a crow.
I do
up
like
there crawling away.
She's.
Over there.
So, do you have anything else you want to say in Donness, or are you finished giving your thoughts on Wish Dragon?
I'm finished. We can
All
just
right.
carry on
Okay.
with the terrible stream
right.
now.
Okay. Next topic. Pixar's Luca, the newest movie came out.
I've seen this one.
I'm going to hand the microphone on to Tyg. So, Tyg, would you like to give your thoughts on Luca to the audience?
I really the lighting and animation actually looked really good and actually kind of unique, and the sort of style of the models sort of was a bit different for Pixar, but then the story was all right. It was yeah.
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 Do you have anything else you want to say?
No.
All right. Zach, what did you think of Luca?
I have sort of mixed feelings on it. I was getting a little bit bored in like the first half.
Sorry to interrupt. For a minute, I thought it's a different person. You sounded so different when you go, and then I was like, wait, who did join it? Because you sounded so different.
I'm on a different microphone. I'm on a different mic.
Oh, yeah,
my laptop microphone, my nice microphone is like 400 miles that way. I'm on vacation. What can I do?
That way.
I don't know if it's that way. It's 400 miles north-ish of here. I don't know.
At least we
north.
have good quality. I'm using my webcam on the laptop, so.
Oh, we can tell.
This is the laptop webcam. I just have a good internet connection, so I was able to crank it up to HD. But Luca, so I'd say it's a decent film. I enjoyed it for the most part, but I found there were parts of it that were kind of boring. Like it wasn't holding my.
Yeah.
It was like there's a chunk in the first half that was kind of like, okay, this is when you check your phone, use the restroom, whatever. And it got better by the end, but like the first half was a little bit slow. And then
I actually see where you're going.
Yeah, the animation is good because Pixar animation is consistently good. They actually try, and story was decent enough. It's not peak Pixar, but it's not a bad film. I'd still recommend you if you want to go out and watch it. It's kind of worth a watch.
Would you say, Zach, question? Would you say it's a film you'd have to watch during the summer season? Like it's not a film you'd watch, say, over Christmas.
I mean, I'd watch it over Christmas, but it's like warm-ish over Christmas where I live. So,
fair enough.
Let's see. Well,
so do you have any
Christmas weather's like a daily high, maybe 13, 14 Celsius. It's not freezing. It's like t-shirt and jeans. But
so do you have anything else you want to say about Luca, or?
Well, I mean, I just overall, it's a decent film. It's not peak Pixar in my opinion. It's like Pixar's done better in the past, but it's not bad by any means.
At least it's not like DreamWorks where you can drop out something really good and then they make something terrible.
Pixar's consistently at least good at minimum for the most part. Whereas
I think I do like DreamWorks better though. I do like most of their films better, personally.
You know my thoughts on DreamWorks. They have they're really good or they're absolutely awful. There's very little in between for DreamWorks films. Yeah. We're slowly losing Indominus in the bottom corner.
Well, okay.
Good.
But you kind of have to fit as well. DreamWorks have more movies. So there's bound to be, balance. So, in Rex 01.
Yes?
When you... We're all just making funny facial expressions.
I'm just reading Wikipedia right now.
So, would you like to... Well, I like your t-shirt, by the way. It's very nice.
Thanks.
It's black.
Yeah. Would you like to do your thoughts?
Well, go on then. What's the question?
I'm not wearing my watch, otherwise I'd be checking the time.
How long has this science been going?
What are your thoughts on Luca?
I have not seen the Luca. I have not seen the Luca. I cannot comment on the Luca.
Okay, the Luca.
The Luca.
Luca. Coca-Cola. Okay. So, Indominus. What's your opinion on the trailer and the poster, though? Like, for a first impression of it, like. Not judging the movie, but like, what's your opinion on the trailer and the premise and all?
I completely forgot what the trailer even looked like.
Have you seen any billboards? I saw one on the way into LA.
Say that again?
Billboard advertisement, big sign by the side of the road that wants you to buy something. Is that a thing in your country?
Yes, it is, but there haven't been any of Luca. It's pretty much been any film other than a Pixar movie.
Huh. This was
I've seen
on the 405, I think.
Well, I've seen mostly bus posters. When you go to the bus stop, they have like the poster.
One thing you got to realize about America, we suck at public transit. That's why everyone has a car. Like, if I wanted to use public transit, I'd have to get in my car, drive 3 miles, then get on a train. I'd have to drive to use public transit.
I think somebody needs to turn the notifications off somewhere.
Yes, I think it's the guy on his phone below me.
Yes, I know right there.
You're not hearing the clacky clack of my keyboard, are you?
No, all I hear is ringing. Oh, he left. Okay.
I don't know. Maybe his Wi-Fi setting was next to his vibration setting.
Leave to turn them off.
Hang on, he sends me a text.
We got
getting phone calls and vibration.
Questions. We have Lucas is not a top 10 Pixar film, but it's still a great Pixar film. 9 out of 10. Sounds about right from Jose or Jose. Sorry, the E on the end. Mexico's 100 miles that way. I read E on the end as Jose. I took Spanish for 6 years. What do you want from me? Hey Zach, do you think is better than Cars 2? I'm assuming it's. I haven't seen Cars 2 in ages, but I remember Cars 2 being kind of just weird.
Ooh, I flipped sides. Ooh.
Everything okay?
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, my phone's just having problems. Yeah.
Okay. So I guess I'll give my thoughts on Luca. I actually did watch this one again last night. Yes, I actually rewatched one of the movies. I'm very sorry I couldn't get around to rewatching the other two, but I've still seen them. I actually enjoyed Luca more the second time. I actually feel that my thoughts were going to decline. I have to say, the story, it's very, very simple. I'm not saying it's a cliche storyline. As a cliche storyline, the execution's fine. It's very, very simple, and you're just focused on, the vacation of it, and it's good. It's nice and enjoyable. It's just very. It can be. It's very. I don't know. It's very simple. Like focused on one thing, and that's about it. It's a decent story. It's just not a great story, I feel. But as for Zach saying about the pacing, I have to agree. Although I'm a little bit of the opposite. I thought the first two acts were fine in terms of the pacing. The third act I felt started to drag. I felt this third act started to really, really get slow, and it kind of dragged a little bit. But the animation is really good. Although, now I'm not talking facts. Again, like I said in this in my review, would you guys agree with the way the character designs are? It's trying a little harder to be aimed for children.
Yeah, they're a little bit too blobby. Everything's kind of rounded and cutesy and like I don't know.
What would you say, Tyg? Like, would you say the character designs tried a little hard to be aimed more for children?
I'd say a bit, yeah.
What about you and Douglas? Like, I'm assuming you've seen the poster. Would you say from the poster they kind of tried to make it more for a kids' film?
Here's the thing. It's either one of two possibilities here. Either A, yes, that is what they intended, or B, it could have just been the art style that they wanted to do. Maybe it was unintentional.
True. That's true. I don't know. I feel like because it's so it's very unique from other Pixar stuff, and that's really cool. I just feel I don't know. Like it's just when I look at the designs, I do kind of feel I'm watching a movie that was more made for children. Again, I'm not talking facts. I do believe it's a family movie. I'm just saying personally, I do feel they tried a little too hard to be more of a kids' film. That's just how I feel it. I'm not saying it's a fact. I'm just saying they tried a little bit hard, I feel. But I think the characters are good. Alberto and Luca are good characters. I like Julia. She's good. The other characters are fine, but the villain is dumb. The villain is just... he's just not a very interesting villain, is he?
He's just like the town asshole.
Yeah,
not super compelling. It's just someone who you'd flip off in traffic.
Yeah, no, he's just not a very interesting villain. He's a very funny line of dialogue is "I eat kids like you for breakfast." It's just not really that interesting. You just kind of look at him and just go, eh. Oh, hi, Dennis. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Again, I think but the music is very good, but the animation, I cannot deny. When I was watching it last night, the shots of the water are amazing, and I mean amazing. I think the water is gorgeous, so beautiful to look at. It is so beautiful looking. It's a beautiful looking film. I really deny that, and I think overall it's very good visually. The music is pretty good. It's Pixar's best, but I think it's a fun movie. However, I wouldn't watch it over Christmas. I feel the movie is mainly made to be watched during the summer because it's filled with summer vibes, the weather, the lighting. I just think with a film like that, it's definitely something I wouldn't watch over Christmas. It's something I'd watch during the summer break.
It's almost like it was released in summer.
You're with a very cheeky attitude.
What am I doing with my life?
Yes.
That's
I'm just staring with rapt attention at the fly that is slowly crawling its way around the lid of my laptop.
Oh,
Oh.
You aren't even focusing on what anybody is saying. You're just focusing
Not really.
on the fly.
It disappeared. You distracted me.
although
The risks of filming
it is a good
outside.
film. It is a very good film. I actually am glad I watched it again. I might watch it again for a third time, maybe. I don't know if I'd pick up the Blu-ray, possibly, because the animation's amazing. But I do like it, and I like it more than I did the first time. So now the rating has gone from a 7 out of 10 to an 8 out of 10. But I have to ask Zach this very important question.
Yes.
In your book, like, in your opinion, do you feel like, would you agree with my point about that the character designs try to be more for children? Like you said something about them being so cutesy.
Yeah,
I'd like to
they're
hear your
kind of
opinion.
everything's kind of rounded off, made a little bit too cartoony, like the scale of the fisherman dude and all. Like it's leaning into the cartoony aspect a little bit hard.
It's almost like it is a cartoon.
It's not bad. It's just like, look at the Madagascar trilogy. Their animation is very cartoony, but it's still a family film, I feel.
Yeah, I mean it's not a bad thing. I'm just kind of it just is a thing. It's not necessarily good or bad either way, in my opinion. It's just kind of what it is.
Absolutely. Like, yeah, it's like I said, the animation's good, gorgeous. I would agree it's a little cutesy, but it's not a bad thing. Like, I'm still saying families can still enjoy it. Okay, so that's Luca. So this is a very interesting topic. This is a topic that just really, really interests me. That would be the trailer for Hotel Transylvania for Transformania. It's a very forgettable name, Hotel Transylvania Transform.
I'm glad you took your time talking about Luca because I watched that trailer during your spiel on Luca. That's not cheating, right? I'm not being tested on this, am I?
Nah, yeah, you are cheating. Now get out, you're cheating. You're not allowed to be on the streams anymore. You're banned from Talk About Show. It's Talk About Show. We should do a theme song for Talk About Show. It's Talk About Show, where the people get to talk about anything. It'd be so funny if that was the intro. It starts off, welcome to the Talk About Show.
If you made something like that, I would personally fly over to Ireland and punch you.
Or I'll just go on strike because the tickets to Ireland are too expensive. Let's see, tickets to Ireland. Oh boy, okay, I can get the Delman for $500. That's actually not terrible.
All right. So I'm going to pass the microphone on to my friend Tig, who I actually am friends with Tig in real life, just to let you know. So Tig, what is your opinion on the Hotel Transylvania? Sorry, what is your opinion on the trailer for Hotel Transylvania 4, and do you think it's necessary?
I think the trailer looks a bit dumb. Like, it doesn't look like it's gonna be funny, and I just think they by number 3 they were milking it. Number 4 is just completely unnecessary. They're just beating the dead horse.
This guy gets it.
Yeah. Okay. Zach, would you like to give your thoughts on the Hotel Transylvania 4 trailer?
Well, I mean, it's hard to judge a full movie from a 2-minute trailer. It's not something I'm going to go out of my way to see. Well, yeah, it's not something I'm going to go out of my way to see. I saw the first 2 Hotel Transylvania films, but I never got around to seeing the third one, and I'm not going to see this one unless something, I don't know, unless some younger cousin or something forcibly drags me to the movie theater.
I can recommend it.
I'll be clawing at the door frame, trying not to leave. I tell you, I don't want to go. Don't take me.
That younger cousin just grabs you by your shirt and just drags you across the floor.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
God.
no, it's not. I'm finding I have less and less interest in well, especially this is not a film that needs 3 sequels. Hotel Transylvania was fine on its own. Okay, maybe
No.
1 sequel. You don't need a third and fourth movie. That's too much. You have no ideas. You're just kind of reusing the models and everything you already have, and you're throwing someone here. You're sending the intern off to here. Write yourself a script. See what happens.
Yeah.
And it's a kids movie, so you don't need to put in that much effort. So the intern script is accepted.
That's not an excuse, though. It's a kids'
It's not
film.
an
You don't need to
excuse.
put in much effort. That's not an excuse.
It's not an excuse, but it's true. Have you seen Minions?
At least, like, okay, I was only a kid when Minions came out, so I was only 11. I admit, as a kid, I did like the Minions movie. Now I probably just think it's decent. I haven't seen it in a
I
while.
was like 16. It's. I think I did see it in theaters only because we had a very empty day and there was nothing else playing at this little It was a little 2-screen cinema in a mountain town in the California mountains, and we had a day free, so we went and saw a movie, and that was the only choice that wasn't like rated R, because my sister was there.
How old is your sister?
She's 3 years younger than me,
Oh,
but
so around 18?
yeah, she just turned 18 in April or March. Sorry, but it's Hotel Transylvania. For the trailer, it seems like, well, the name's bad, as whoever said that name is unmemorable. Yeah, it's just your second and fourth word start with TRANS. Transylvania, what was it again? Transformations or something like that. I just friggin' watched the trailer. Yeah, exactly. It's terrible. So, Hotel Transylvania 4, it's coming out October 1st. Okay, that's fun. Transformania, no. There's not even a 4. It's just Hotel Transylvania, Transformania. That's terrible. That's just a tongue twister. It's worse without.
That's terrible. The title.
I told you the intern did this. It's the intern's fault.
Blame the
Nobody
intern.
else would come up with that title. But yeah, it's gonna be a kids movie. How much did the third one make in the box office? Hang on. Hotel Transylvania. See, they put a 3 on the third one. It made $528 million. Good God. It's gonna be a movie. It's coming out at a weird time. October's kind of a weird release time, but COVID and everything, even though things are opening back up, it's
or just put it on Hulu, or just put it on a streaming service.
Well, see, only Disney has the monetary dick to swing around to actually be able to do that. Other companies can't really afford to, unless you were doing it on your own streaming service. And it's possible they might do same day rentals, and then the rentals $25 on YouTube or whatever. I've seen that done before, but only Disney's actually doing it through their own streaming service, because who's Sony Pictures associated with? That's owned by Sony. Oh wait, and then they're through Columbia Pictures, which is a Sony brand. Does Columbia Pictures have a?
I kind of have something to say here about that topic.
Sure.
Yes, Sony doesn't have their own streaming service. However, I believe starting next year, all of Sony's movies will be released on Netflix the same day.
Really?
Yeah.
I heard something about that, yeah.
That might be in your territory. They're probably going to try to launch their own streaming service in the U.S. because that's what everyone likes to do. Like if I wanted to be perfectly legal and be able to watch everything, I would have my bill for streaming services would be bigger than my cable bill. I'd have to sign up for like 6 or 7 streaming services to watch everything. It is just stupid. Like the HBO show Chernobyl. It's a really good show. I waited till I could buy that straight up on YouTube because I didn't want to sign up for HBO for a month just to watch it. I wanted to just buy it and have it available to me. So I waited and I bought it eventually. Disney owns Marvel and Marvel has Spider-Man, so that checks out.
Yes.
Well, it's
yes,
kind of
and
50-50.
it just so happens right now, Spider-Man films are on Netflix in the UK as well.
Huh. You guys have Disney Plus though over there, right?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what the deal is. Let me look at. Let me just punch in Spider-Man on this Netflix right here. There's a Lego Marvel. There's Lego Marvel crap, but I don't see any actual movies.
That's why.
That's why
you use a VPN.
Yeah, or I have my own methods. But anyway, or I sign up for 40 million different streaming services at a cost of like $100 a month. Whee! But where was I going? So, Hotel Transylvania 4 it's coming out at a weird time, but it's a time where things are getting closer and closer to normal with vaccines and everything, and October is going to be when people will probably feel safe enough to go to a theater, like most people. I probably wouldn't go to a theater even though I'm vaccinated, just because I don't trust the guy behind me to be vaccinated and not cough on me. But we'll have to see. I don't know. I'm trying to think what else comes October films. What else is coming out?
Dune comes out in October.
Nothing comes out in October, does it?
Dune does.
Okay. Films released. What does? Sorry, one more time.
Dune.
Oh, I don't actually know anything. I've heard it's a book.
I think it looks good.
It's probably going to be good. Let's see. October, Dune. It's like the only one that looks. What is this? Games Radar. What the hell is this? Okay, I don't know.
Oh yeah,
there's another Ghostbusters coming out in November. What?
Yep. And the new Halloween movie releases in October as well.
Huh. Spider-Man in December. Okay, but yeah, this is a weird year. Oh, we got a list of things. But I don't know. It's weird. That's about all I have to say. What is a? Also, I have something to admit. For some reason, I'm sorry. You with the Irish name at the bottom left. I thought you were German for some reason briefly. I don't know where that came from. I'm sorry. And how do you pronounce
that? Yeah. Well, Irish names are just really weirdly spelled, so wouldn't be surprised. Yeah.
Well, one of my
English
family
supremacy.
My family name from when we were in Donegal was Gallagher with an H in it. Gallagher for some reason.
Gallagher, yeah.
Yeah.
They're all spelled weird. Like mine looks like it should be Tag or something, but it's actually like Tig. So it sounds like it should be TIG, but it's like because they're supposed to be like a Bada or something, it's all of a sudden a different word. So
names are weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
Language is weird. Let's move on.
Oh, excuse me.
I hope that wasn't
Indominus,
racist that you were German briefly for some reason. Just blame me on being ignorant and on the other side of the world.
Indominus Rex 01, what is your opinion on the Hotel Transylvania 4 trailer? And do you think it's necessary?
It looks fine. I'm not interested. I've never really been interested in Hotel Transylvania, and I'm not going to watch it. But it looks fine. And as for if it's necessary, I don't have a clue because I don't know how the third one ended because I didn't watch it. But sure, it makes money. However, I do have a few things to say here.
What do you think of the first two films?
What?
What do you think of the first two?
They're fine. However, for Transylvania or whatever, apparently Adam Sandler isn't playing Dracula anymore.
What?
Is it?
No, it's not anymore. It's now somebody else.
You can't change cast.
And also, that's not the only thing. That isn't the only thing.
To be fair, I didn't realize that watching the trailer, but that's how little I remember of the other movies.
When I looked up Hotel Transylvania 4, it turns out Ian McShane is in the movie, who is the voice actor of Tai Lung. Do you want to know what the credits credit him by?
I rotted in jail for 20 years because of your week.
In the cast, apparently he is playing Tai Lung in the movie. Apparently, according to this cast list, Tai Lung is in Hotel Transylvania 4. I'm gonna send this screenshot because it is unbelievable. Hold on.
No, it says in the cast it's Brian Hall voicing Dracula.
Can I share my screen? Yes, I can share my screen. Hold on. I need to show this. I need show it.
Let me get.
I'm screen sharing it. Show it.
Yeah, I'm getting it up. Yeah, the four.
Oh
boys.
my god!
Look at this.
What?
That is so weird.
Tai Lung, Hotel Transylvania forecast.
He doesn't even show up on the Wikipedia article. So let's check IMDb.
They credited him as Tai Lung.
IMDb.
I told you, it's the intern. Hang on.
I didn't know.
Now I gotta dig. Ian, what's his face?
Ian McShane.
Ian McShane.
He's not. Is he? I don't see it unless I'm being dumb. I don't see him on IMDb.
Well, it's right here.
Or Google could be wrong, or he could just be voicing Tai Lung and he's making a cameo.
It's confirmed.
You know,
Hotel
maybe
Transylvania and Kung Fu Panda take place in the same universe.
Sure.
It'd be so weird if that happened. Well, if Hotel Transylvania can have a fourth movie, so can Kung Fu Panda.
Well, I'm gonna.
Fair.
Hang on, let me make a prediction here. So I'm looking at the IMDb ratings. So first movie, 7.1. Second movie, 6.7. Third, 6.3. So that averages out to negative 3.35 points per movie. So this is going to get a 5.9 to a 6.0. That's my prediction now based on math.
How do we know that? Okay, fair enough. I get where you're coming from, but I don't know.
No, I
do you
just
have anything else?
They've been on a downward trend of ratings.
All right. Do you have anything else you want to say, Indominus, or?
I don't have anything else to say. And I'm pretty sure the viewers are sick of hearing my voice.
Okay. All right. I'll give my thoughts. Hotel Transylvania it's a unique franchise. I remember when the third one was coming out, and I just thought it looked unnecessary. And when I watched it, from memory, it's actually been a long time since I did watch the first two movies. From memory, the third one was probably the best one, but I didn't think it was great. I watched the first two movies when I was 11 years old, back in 2015. And as a kid, I thought they were pretty good. I remember when the first one came out, and I hated the look of it. I thought it looked terrible, but 11-year-old me watched it, and it was fun. It was enjoyable. I think for a fourth one, I really don't see the point. I think of a franchise
Money,
that's
that's
been
the
milked,
point.
and it's going to be played out. Sorry?
Money, that's the point.
Yes.
Yeah, I know, but
That's always the
that's
point.
true.
Hold on, bear with me.
Well-
I'm using Excel to make a point. Don't mind me. Keep talking.
Okay.
Okay, this is good.
But
There we go.
I
Got it.
feel really... Okay, go on.
So, first film gets a 7.1 on IMDb, right there. That part of section of the line. Second film, 6.7. Third film gets a 6.3. Fourth film, if you see the line, it's going to get a 5.9. I know how to do math. I'm using statistics to pre-rate a movie. There's a trend there.
Maybe this could break the trend and could be a masterpiece.
I'm open to being surprised, but not hopeful. Because it's a kids' movie coming out in 2021.
Very good point.
I don't know. I mean, for me personally, I was surprised with the third one, but I didn't think it was great. I probably should rewatch them before this comes out if I do end up reviewing it. I really don't see the point. It's a franchise that's really dragged out. It's going to be going into the Shrek direction, and we all know how that went.
Yeah,
well-
it's only had one bad movie. That's it.
I've tried watching.
When-
I've sat down and watched Shrek twice. I watched 1 and 2 and then stop.
Come
I hear bad
on.
things about 3, and I don't want to tough it out to get to 4.
Forever After is actually good. Just skip the third one.
Can
I
do
have
that?
to
Is that
rewatch
a fair game?
Yeah, makes sense.
You actually can, yeah. You actually can. I will rewatch that. I don't know when, but I will rewatch Forever After. In fact, maybe in the 20th anniversary, because the first Shrek is nearly 20 years old in the UK and Ireland. I'd actually love to do a commentary on the first Shrek. It'd be pretty fun, actually. But
Wait, didn't. Go on. It doesn't matter.
What?
I can hear my own voice.
It's not
Okay.
me. I have
Well-
an earbud in, so there's no way for it to do feedback.
here's one thing that bothers me about the fourth film. I was actually talking about this with Tig. You remember how the third one is a summer vacation film, and this one is meant to be more Halloween themed. Would you agree that they should have just used the Halloween, transforming into humans plot for the third movie instead of keeping it for a fourth film?
Keep in mind, they probably didn't keep it. Okay. When they were in development of the third one, Sony probably just came up to them and said, "Hey, make a third one. We need money," and therefore they made a third one. And then Sony went up to them again and went, "Hey, make another one. We need more money." Then boom.
It's the accounting department. They're in charge now. It's a movie made by accountants.
Modern
Not wrong.
Hollywood, run by accountants.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I'm down here for a week. I was thinking, maybe I'll visit Universal. You know how much a ticket is? And this is with my my discount for being a resident of California. $110 on a low traffic day. $130 on a weekend. Hollywood.
I don't
run by
know, like-
accountants.
I feel
How much does it cost?
$130 on a weekend.
cool.
$110 during the week.
Okay.
To go to Universal Studios in Hollywood.
That doesn't really sound that half bad.
It's okay.
Although-
In about 2012, we got a year Disneyland pass for $200 a person,
Okay.
Wow.
and now a day at Disneyland is $150.
Really?
Yes, if you get a park hopper with you can do both parks. That's just, things are expensive now.
The economy. Thank you for not increasing. Thank you for not increasing the Thank you for not increasing the minimum wage. Thank you.
That word was difficult. Yeah, no, everything's, and we lost Lee. Sorry, Lee, we scared you off. I think everything's
it's
back.
alright, I just had to check something. Alright, sorry
Okay,
about
but
that.
yeah,
To what I was saying, I really don't see the point of another one. It just, there's no need for it. Again, from memory, 3 was a decent enough conclusion. Again, from memory, I haven't seen it. I've only seen it once. I really don't see the point. And I believe originally it was going to be a Christmas-themed movie. So that's pretty weird. I don't see the point. I don't have much to say, but it's just, I don't know. If Hotel Transylvania can get a 4th film, I believe Kung Fu Panda can get a 4th film.
That is the second
But
time.
anyway,
That is the second time you said that.
Well, yeah,
I'm just,
enough about. Yeah, but
okay.
it's
Wait, here's this. This is. I'm digging. This is getting all of the things that kind of lead to, wait, a movie not being that great. So, the director bailed. It's lost several cast members.
I will say the cast members are probably due to it's probably because they wanted to reduce costs due to the pandemic.
Yeah,
that's true.
I mean, so okay, at least it's going to be. It says in April 2021, they've confirmed it's going to be the final film of the series. Let's see how long that lasts.
Have they?
Apparently, let's look at this news article for opening this summer. To head the fall. Where is? Doesn't say anything. Okay, it's an actual article. I'm in digging mode.
It could be a masterpiece. You never know.
I'm open to be surprised, but I'm not. I'm open to be surprised, but
it could be a masterpiece. It actually could be. Like, it actually could be the best film ever made. It could even make more money than Avengers Endgame. Like, it could happen.
Yeah, no.
Yes, and I could be elected the president of the United States.
Now, the highest grossing movie of all time, and the Hotel Transylvania transforming media.
I've already forgotten the title. What's it called again?
Transylvania.
I
just made fun of it, and I've already forgotten it.
It's gonna be. It is just the dictionary definition or "an movie." It's gonna say "an movie." It's just gonna be a little picture of that. It's like something. It's a thing that you put on the silver screen in theaters.
Not a movie, an
movie. Yes. Yeah. No. It's it's more of the downfall of modern animation. There are very few proper family movies left. They're all just children's movies that dad has to sleep through. My dad used to rate children's movies by how good of a nap he got during them. So the worse the movie, the better nap he got. So the better movie. I'm not even joking. He would just sit next to us and sleep the whole time.
I was talking to a friend of mine a while ago. I was talking to a friend about modern animation falling apart. I was talking to a friend of mine a few weeks ago about Kung Fu Panda 2 being 10 years old, and he actually made this interesting point. You know, it's hard to believe all these movies that are now like very old. Wow, time has gone by so quickly. He actually said that it's hard to believe that these movies are very old. Like Kung Fu Panda 2, How to Train Your Dragon, all those other animated movies. They're very old, and yet they're better than 90% of animated movies that come out today. So, do you think he's right there?
Yeah, because
I'm trying to think. There's nothing. like, I'll say Wall-E on the Pixar side. Wall-E is a fantastic film.
That is my favorite Pixar movie.
Yeah, it's probably mine as well. But it's like Pixar has made great movies since, but I don't know if anything's been as memorable and as meaningful as Wall-E. Maybe Up got close. Up was really good, but I can't think of anything else.
I think really the kind of animated movie I really, really wanted. Like I remember when in 2017, it was a horrible year for animation. Loads of movies were just awful. But 2018 came, and when I went to see Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, which I went to see with Ty on December 2018, I was about to say 2014, 2018, sorry, and I adored it because it was everything I wanted from a great animated movie. So I really, really hope that we actually do get an animated film that is, both parents and kids and teenagers can enjoy, that can hopefully lead on to a franchise. Because it's like mostly nowadays, the most franchises are animated movies that weren't like great. So
when's the last time like you got a proper like Pixar doesn't, except for Toy Story, Pixar doesn't do franchises.
Cars, The Incredibles, Finding Nemo.
Oh, okay, I'm stupid. Okay, when's the last time they started a franchise?
Cars.
It's been a while.
And
Cars was 2008.
2006.
Even worse. Jesus Christ, that was a long time ago. But yes, as you were saying about 2017 being a bad year for animated films, I googled it. And oh god.
Well, what came out?
Okay, so there's Nut Job 2, Nutty by Nature.
Oh my god.
Smurfs, The Lost Village.
No,
Baby.
don't say anymore. No.
My Little Pony the movie. There's more. There's a Scooby-Doo thing, Captain Underpants the movie. Despicable Me 3.
I did like that.
This is terrible.
Despicable Me.
Oh my god.
Okay, not to be a scapegoat here, but I personally believe that Lee, I'm talking.
Sorry.
Thank you. But I personally believe that the goal of animation in most companies disregarding Pixar is most likely blamed on Illumination because they put very little effort into the movies and they make tons of money. And of course that's the entire point of a studio, to reduce effort and make more money. So therefore now everybody's trying to mimic them and trying to make them money as well without the effort.
Well, that's what happened with
That is
so what
interesting.
that I can think about.
I like it.
Say again, Lee?
I like that perspective. That is a very interesting, but you have to think of it as well. Before Illumination, right, we're going back to the 2000s, the 90s. Like, as far as up to my knowledge, before the 2000s, in the 90s, 80s, and all that, when an animated movie wasn't by Disney, it would be very, very dark. But in the 2000s, you would get a lot of iconic animated movies: Shrek, Ice Age, Madagascar, Kung Fu Panda, like very iconic animated franchises. But when Illumination came, you have to remember as well, when Despicable Me came out, the first one, it was a hit. Like, a load of people really enjoyed Despicable Me. Adults enjoyed it, kids enjoyed it, teenagers enjoyed it. Yeah, Despicable Me 1 is a very good film. Then 2011, they had Hop, which, in my opinion, is an okay movie. I liked it more when I was younger. 2012, they had The Lorax, which I did not like. I thought that was awful. But Despicable Me 2 was very good in my opinion. I actually think Despicable Me 2 is the best one. I actually really, really like it. It's the one where the spy is...
Is it the one with the weird brother?
No, that's the third one.
What's 2?
The one with Lucy.
Lucy comes in.
Oh, it's the one with the weird like Mexican wrestler dude, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
That one. Okay. Well, actually, the last. So I'm pulling it up right now. Illumination released its first film in 2010. It was Despicable Me. Their last original, and then they've had 6 movies from that. They had a couple of other things. The Secret Life of Pets 1 and 2. Their last original idea that wasn't like from another property or something, because they had The Grinch in 2018, was Sing in 2016. That was their last original idea.
Which
Not great.
got a trailer revealed for a second one this week.
Yeah, well, but the thing is, so Illumination is this was the whole kind of thesis of my Minions review, this is the downfall of animation. It's all because of Minions.
Yeah.
The minionization of animation.
In a way, to be fair, with Illumination, like as a kid, I remember, like as a kid, like I'm going back to being a kid. As a kid, when Secret Life of Pets came out, loads of kids really liked it. Like Secret Life of Pets, even as a kid, I thought was excellent. Now I just think it's decent.
Yeah. But like the thing is, the best example. So I can think of with minionization is you could see it almost directly. So the Croods, the first film, had about $100 and something million budget. Let's look at this. Croods. Croods, $135 million budget, right? Cool. So it's a high effort, high budget film. This came out in 2013. Made a little over $500 million in the box office. Not too bad. Won some award. It was nominated for some awards and things. That's a good movie. Now the Croods, A New Age.
I have not seen the second one.
Don't watch it. Okay, so Croods, A New Age, $65 million. This is okay. Minions, 2015. This is the turning point. Croods, A New Age is on this side, and also after Universal bought DreamWorks. So basically, it's just another arm of Illumination. $65 million budget. Terrible writing, not a great story. Kind of feels like a 90-minute drug trip. Not a good film. It's a terrible movie.
Actually,
to me, then.
To remind you, let me speak. To be fair, the production behind Croods 2 was a bit of a mess. It was actually supposed to come out years ago, 2017. Then it was cancelled. And I believe at the time, the only DreamWorks sequel that was coming out was How to Train Your Dragon 3. But we go back to 2016, after Kung Fu Panda 3 and Trolls came out. Croods 2 was supposed to come out in December 2017, then it was cancelled. So their only sequel was How to Train Your Dragon 3, which was coming out in 2019. And then 2017 came along, DreamWorks brought back Croods 2. This was when they were bought by Comcast, aka Universal. They brought back Croods 2 onto production. So I definitely, so you have to remember.
They lost the original directors. That's the directors and writers, which is, again, that's always a bad sign for a sequel when you lose the director and writer. It's a terrible sign.
You have to. I think really though, like you have to kind of trust the writer because although sometimes though when you have the same director, Kung Fu Panda 2 and 3, Kung Fu Panda 2 when it came out, loads of parents complained about it being too dark for children. How, Lord Shen's too scary, it's too violent for young children. And then Kung Fu Panda 3, with the production behind that, Alessandro Coloni wanted more comedy. Jennifer Hugh Nelson wants to make it more darker, a bit more like How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World. But with the little issue, I believe Kung Fu Panda 3 had to be more lighthearted.
Yeah. Here's a line from one review of Croods: A New Age. It may be missing the link for parents between more elevated family-friendly fare. So basically, it's a kids' movie. It's not a family movie. It's the one my dad would find nice because you get a great long nap.
I can't say I haven't seen it, and I can't judge. I will watch it because I do like the first one, but that's it.
I like the first one too. Second one doesn't have any of the charm of the first one. It's just bad.
but the truth is though, even when the sequel is bad, people are going to see it anyway because it's a sequel to a film that they really like. That's why sequels make money.
That was also my what part of it is don't give them your hard-earned money. Don't watch these sequels. I believe the clip for that line is don't give them your hard-earned money and it's been grabbing a $20 bill from on top of a Minions DVD case. And my grandma's.
I don't know. I think really like with animation, I think the most good animation probably comes from TV shows, Troll Hunters, etc.
The most what?
I think like, when it comes to animation, one that like is interesting for the like family. I think a lot of that now comes from TV shows, Netflix, Troll Hunters, Good Balance.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. I haven't done much into animated.
Yeah, because you can be more risky with a more low budget TV show than a big budget animated movie.
the thing is, though, it's very like there are loads of animated TV shows that are for children, where your children's TV show, Spectacular Spider-Man, Troll Hunters, Race to the Edge, some Power Ranger TV shows, you can have a children's TV series and you can have mature elements in there for, to make it interesting. Like, I mean, some kids will find a dark story interesting. Like, I think that's, I mean, it's sometimes dark stories are the best made. Well, yeah. I don't know, like, I feel with Netflix, you can take more risks rather than the cinema, I feel.
Yeah, it's so I have to keep it. My grandma was complaining she could hear me from the closed door on her balcony below me. So I've been a bit emphatic.
I don't know.
But,
I have a question for Tig. Sorry. What's your opinion on the subject? Do you believe that a lot of animated movies tend to be really, really kiddie now?
Yeah, like a lot of the studios realize that the kids will watch anything as long as it's cutesy and it'll make the most money if you just make it appeal to kids. So they just do that. Guarantees like massive money, poor reviews, but massive money is the main thing.
Yeah, it's Dad, can I go see this movie? And you just say yes to your kid. You don't oh, it has bad reviews, blah blah blah. No, you just okay, fine, we'll go.
Because to be fair, you could say, like, a kid's film. I know the kid. It's mainly made for the children. But I remember you saying this before, Zach. Well, the adults are bringing the kids to see it. You can have a movie that is made for kids, but you have to make the adults laugh as well.
I keep muting myself. They started taking off in this direction from the local airport, so you might hear a little bit of that in the background.
Looks like the quality of this live stream clearly isn't the highest, so I think it's fine.
Sure, but you don't need to hear jet engines.
Maybe we're going on a holiday.
I mean, they are. It's an airport. I am on a holiday. I don't live here. I'm visiting.
I don't know. Like, I think it's just, I don't know. I really hope in a few years we do get a very mature animated film. Hopefully. But, yeah.
I don't know. What's coming up in animation? Is there stuff that's in the queue for animation that looks promising? Besides, I mean, there's going to be the Pixar and Disney stuff, which is going to be at least okay because they're good at what they do, but I can't think of anything from like DreamWorks or Illumination.
Sony has a few things. Sony's making Spider-Verse 2, and apparently
I watched Spider-Verse for the first time like 2 nights ago. It's really friggin' good. I love that.
I thought it was decent. I don't get all the hype. However,
I loved how friggin' meta it is. It doesn't take itself seriously, and it's so aware that it's basically a comic book made into a movie, and I love it.
It's amazing. One of my
However-
favorite films.
However, I do believe, correct me if I'm wrong here, but I believe at a conference once, a Sony executive might have said that they've greenlit more like mature animated films, like maybe 12A or R. Just look it up because I might be wrong here.
Hold on.
I think
There's
I
this
actually
thing-
heard something about that too.
There's this thing called The Bad Guys, which is apparently going to be a heist movie, an animated
Ooh.
heist film coming from DreamWorks in 2022. That actually sounds promising. I like
I'm
heist movies.
intrigued.
I am. It's based off of a
I think the
children's book by
only
the same
thing-
name. Apparently, but
The only thing, as far as DreamWorks schedule, I think they're doing Puss in Boots 2. I will see that. I love the first one.
Yeah.
But I'm very, very. There is one thing concerning me. With Croods 2's animation, it's good, but it looks so jarring along with the first one. So I have a bit of a concern. Is Puss in Boots 2 going to look a lot different than the first one? Now, I know it will look slightly different because of new technology, but is it going to look so jarringly different? That's my question.
They'll probably keep it the same due to consistency. I mean, like, for example, The Hidden World. They could have just made it like, they could have changed the art style to make it fit in with DreamWorks' modern catalog. However, they made it match to the previous movies.
Smooth and expressive, that's all. Like, it's
well,
still a
it's,
work of art,
it's
the visual.
Boots doesn't. There's no movie poster or anything. I was gonna. It linked it, but it turned out it was just a link back to the first one because it was like, by the movie poster, it looks like it's the same because it was the movie poster for the first movie I was looking at. But I mean, if they're going for lower effort, it's cheaper to just pull the old models off of the server rather than creating new ones. So, like maybe that's yeah, because it takes less effort if you don't have to redesign your characters, less money. Because time is money, and the more time you need to redo a model or something is the more money you spend. Animators aren't cheap.
I don't know, like, I definitely think, as far as DreamWorks goes, I have a feeling they will bring out a good franchise that might top what we have.
Who's
It's very
Disney
tricky to say.
franchise?
Right?
Well, I don't. I'm okay. I'm totally fine with one-offs, to be honest. Like, there's some really good one-off films, and that's fine by me. Let's see, upcoming for what's Vivo? That's apparently coming up this year for Sony Pictures.
Teddy's a good.
It's going to be a musical comedy film, and it includes songs written by Lin-Manuel Miranda. So
Ooh.
and he's the title character. Seems like it might be okay. I liked Hamilton.
I'm very curious to see if Madagascar 4 happens.
Oh no, I highly doubt it.
It's that
I don't
one's
know.
dead.
But it probably won't. It's probably right not to. I think Madagascar will be probably milked if they did make another one. It's fine as a trilogy.
Yeah, I don't remember. I only really remember in my head the first two. I had the second one on DVD and watched it on so many car trips as a kid. Because the laptop portable DVD players.
The third one's actually on TV in Ireland this weekend, so that's cool.
Woohoo on TV. Yes, on TV, where movies are neutered and just plagued with ads.
Yes, I love being stopping in the middle of the scene to watch an advertisement for a medical thing that I don't need.
That really reminds me of when I watched Kong Skull Island. Now, I personally adore the movie, but I personally believe that a part of the film is the swearing and the violence. And it just so happens on the TV cut, It got rid of all of the swearing and the language, meaning that it got rid of most of the personality, leaving with this quite bad mess. And it didn't even and it cut to ads every 25 minutes. That was the exact moment where I went, I am not watching movies on TV anymore.
Oh, 25 minutes, you're lucky. It's like every 13 here. And then in those ads, it's trying to sell me on some medication for some ailment I don't have, because that's all U.S. television advertisement is, medication.
I'll be back.
Nope. Yeah, but it's
So
I hope
you already have,
future animated stuff will be better.
yeah, I hope so. Tig, what would you like to see for an animated film in the future?
Well, I hope they just change. I hope there's a few changes where not everything is just unbelievably kiddie to the point where you just want to leave after the first 10 minutes. And I also just want it to stop being like lazy stories and actually do something unique, so it will be like a film that everyone can enjoy and everyone would label as one of the best, instead of just another forgetful film.
Yeah. That upcoming what did I say it was? The upcoming heist movie, The Bad Guys. That's the one I saw on the few Wikipedia pages I visited. That looks like it might have a shot at being something new, something interesting.
I guess, like, from a biased perspective, I'm the only DreamWorks movie that would really appeal to me is from now, Kung Fu Panda 4, if we do get something about it soon. I just don't see Panda 3 as a conclusion. I really don't. But I do hope we get at least a conclusion. But I'm trying to think about I think from a non-biased perspective, I would say the most anticipated DreamWorks movie is probably Puss in Boots 2. I'm very intrigued to see that, actually. I think it has potential to be really good. Because I thought Cruise 2 from the trailer looked good, but I haven't seen it, so I can't say if it's good or bad.
Oh, we've got the big news of 2 days until Boss Baby 2 comes out, so don't see it. That's my recommendation. Don't support him.
Anyway,
it's gonna make fat sacks, but.
Well, you're not getting lucky over there. Over here, it doesn't come out to the 16th, so we've got an extra 2 weeks or so.
You got an extra 2 weeks to not see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
okay.
Stop the suffering.
Yeah. Well,
I'm gonna wait till the Dominic comes.
I still haven't.
There's nothing really.
I have purposefully avoided seeing the first Boss Baby. I think I might go in cold, and because I don't. We've never talked before. One of my things I do is I review mediocre movies from the not so distant past on YouTube, and this seems like a mediocre movie that might fit my bill. So I think I might go in cold with no idea what happens in the first film and just kind of go like that and see how bad it is.
Not great.
Luckily, it's releasing for streaming as well, so I'll be able to get it through other methods. Hello there.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
You missed my recommendation to not see Boss Baby 2 when it comes out in 2 days.
It comes out in 2 days.
In the United States, July 2nd.
I didn't even know that. I thought it was coming out in like late. I thought it was coming out in like December.
Yeah, nope. 2 days, July 2nd, 2021. Don't see it.
Wow, there is
I didn't even know
wait time for these movies.
It's projected to gross around $15 million from 3,600 theaters in its opening weekend. Ooh.
Just keep in mind, while Boss Baby is making 15 million, there are thousands of indie filmmakers out there who can't get their films off the ground because they can't get it out anywhere.
Yeah.
And that movie's making 15 million.
Well, here's another example of the downhillness. Well, Boss Baby never had any. Hang on. The Boss Baby never had any hope of being good, just based off the premise. I know nothing about it, but I know it's not good. For first Boss Baby, budget of $125 million. Boss Baby 2, budget of $82 million. So, and that even so that 100 and whatever is worth 10% more now with inflation. So that's Illumination sticking its nose in and Universal. God, that's a loud truck.
The first movie cost $125 million.
Imagine how many hungry people in Africa would get fed with that. I'm so sorry. There's a garbage truck right there. But imagine how many hungry people in Africa they could have fed with that money instead of making Boss Baby 2.
Imagine how many indie films they could have funded.
Yeah, but think of the hungry. Somebody could have eaten that money.
Somebody could have eaten the indie film.
Where did the garbage truck go? It's loud and in that direction somewhere.
Has they been possessed?
The perils of filming outside. It's a little bit bluer now. It's starting to get nicer.
Lee,
I'm going to go on a walk by the beach this evening, so that'll be fun.
Lee, you are terrible at acting. Wake up.
Okay, someone needs to book a flight to go slap. Wait, no. Tag? How do you say
That
you live close to him. Go slap him for me.
Okay, just hold on a second. There we go. Ah.
Again, flights to Dublin from $550. I think that's way. Even though I just blew $700 on a graphics card, so I can't afford anything.
Where did he go?
Hello, everyone.
I don't know. I think
He
scared off by the fact that I spent $700 on a graphics card.
You what?
Yeah, I spent $700 on a graphics card. For 3070.
Why do you get that money from?
Unemployment?
Yes,
I'm stimulating the economy.
You make more money. You make more money.
Oh no,
You make more money from being.
Right.
You make more money from being unemployed than you would if you were actually employed.
I haven't gotten an unemployment check since April though, so it was saved up unemployment money.
Still,
my job comes back in August. I'm fine.
Hang on, sorry. Okay, everyone. So that is it for today's podcast. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed our fun. This is Lee, beautiful man, by the way.
This was meant to be fun.
This was okay. Google, define fun.
I thought for a minute
Okay,
it was going to say this was meant to be fun. This has been the most boring podcast I've ever been to.
Okay,
This is
Google.
me, Lee O'Brien.
I mean, it wasn't.
Define fun.
Here's the definition of fun: enjoyment, amusement, or lighthearted pleasure.
I didn't get any of that.
Google hates us right now.
The funniest thing, I believe any of us has done this whole stream, is the E.
Oh no, it's confusing the direction everyone's in.
It's nothing but E. It's just E.
Okay. So
Well, I think that E
this is
stands for
me,
the
Lee.
end of the stream.
Okay, yeah. Just let me speak. Let me speak. Thank you very much. This is Lee, beautiful man. We have Tyke, we have Indominus Rex and Zach. So have you guys got anything to say before we sign off?
I don't know. I'll be inside next time I do this.
All right.
And
we'll
like
probably
4
do
miles
another
that way.
one. All right.
That's the first and
The
last
next
one.
talk about show. The next talk about show might be a bit different though. It might not be a topic one. We'll decide what it is.
Color me somewhat interested.
We'll see what it is.
Mildly interested.
Right. Right. See you guys next
Oh God.
time.
There's a truck.
And
I'm so sorry. Bye.
Come on.
All right. Take care, everyone, and have a great July. July is about to begin. So
Bye-bye.
take care, everyone.
We still have to keep waving until you hit the end button.